Yeah, my name's Sky from indymedia. I was almost killed during the G8 summit in July of 2001. I just want to speak a few words about indymedia and what the network's been up to in the last 12 years. During Genoa we came under a lot of heavy attack by the Italian police. Over 100 journalists were injured, but it was just the beginning of a very interesting career over these last 12 years. I consider myself a front-line conflict journalist now, especially when indymedia participated in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in April 2002, the Iraqi war a year later. We've had journalists operating in Kabul, Afghanistan. We've operated in Mexico with the Zapatistas. That's where my friend Bradley Will was killed by Mexican paramilitaries. I should also, when indymedia in 2000-2001 was an experimental revolution in digital media and technology. And after 12 years of serving with indymedia, I think we've won the battle against corporate media. These days, the Murdoch empire's running away, and you've got Levinson about to publish its report into corporate media of the UK. I'm very happy and proud that the BBC and the Guardian have given me the title of a pioneer and inventor of independent media and social media. I think what we did in Genoa meant that things like Facebook and YouTube happened, and the corporate world took over social media. But we started it at Prague and Genoa, so I've got some very good positive moments to live with that came out of those 12 years. Sadly, I cannot sustain the strength and the resources required for the network, so it passes over to a new generation. It's just very interesting is the last year or so, working with Anonymous and Occupy. These are two young movements that would never have happened if indymedia had never done its stuff at Genoa. It's interesting that the politics are very comparable between now and those days in 2001. And it's good to see that other groups and other movements are taking up the mantle of where indymedia left off, and that's protecting freedom of speech on the internet, making sure there's freedom of communication between everyone, and there's freedom of debate and politics as such. That it's not owned by corporate media or businesses. But I think that's a battle that's going to play itself out over the next 100 years or so. Grazie.